EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 19, go.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Let's go.
2nd and 3. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. The Steelers at 6-3 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. The 20. 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So already trailing, Charles, they opted to try to take a shot on their first play from scrimmage. Obviously, that one didn't pan out.
Absolutely not. And how about the momentum that's being created now? You score, you take it away, big return. You got a chance to go up 2 touchdowns here early in the game. That'll feel great for their team.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
That's good for us, Steelers. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Looking to throw. Howard. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
You look at this Steeler defense. Well, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation, already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Here's Jackson to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched the ball last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now it's Jackson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. It was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. To throw is Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Coverage is awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders,
and this is going to be intercepted. Inside the 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
and that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick, and once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Third down and
You look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game, because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball once in the end.
And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Man, and he hits him in stride. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. 19 Tigers.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 59 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Back to throw. Howard. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is indeed good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
2
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to let this one go deep. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Johnson to return it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
2nd and 10.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
At the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Howard. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Howard. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size?
Trenton Simpson, he just flew in there to drop it.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
25-yard line.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Hands it off out of the gun. Well, they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Howard.
A rifles one that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now look out. He's to the 20.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 94 yards.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a first down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Short throw. He's got Kraft.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9.
19-18. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Howard. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Howard.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Let's go now.
Johnson
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
and he's going to be taken down, but flags all over the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Now Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Inside the 10. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 94 yards. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Howard throwing to start the drive. And his throw here is incomplete.
Over the dime looked on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Looking to throw. Howard. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Howard now from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Here's Ty Zentner now.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And the Steelers
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Go.
Back to throw. Howard. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now the try here for the extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
And that flag accepted. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's got him in. Complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. And this one is no good. He missed it. But a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty
And those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And his kick is good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Play action. It's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles. You're talking with this defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Well, penalties don't usually hurt as much as that one does. That is a monster gain wiped out by the flag.
And you and I both know that an offense only gets a couple of those big moments in a normal game. You've got to take advantage of them. When you give one away because of an avoidable penalty, that's a major disadvantage. Just steals away every bit of momentum you just generated with that play.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st down, Baltimore.
And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw is Howard. Throwing to start the drive. He's got room at the 30.
Down the right sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers have retaken a third-quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
27.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense. For the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
He was taken down.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11
Here we go.
at the Ravens' 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. Howard. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him.
A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they throw the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Jackson. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Now he's loose again. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Steelers 45, Ravens 35.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out, get the same mindset, play the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
It's a gain of 18. And the Baltimore first down.
Throwing is Jackson.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6.
Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Jackson now.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
4th down. Here's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
197 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2nd and 4. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Perfect example of the kind of attitude you have to play defensive back in the NFL. You want to be the only defender around, and you want them to challenge you. And on that play, he came through.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to throw. Howard. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series.
A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Ravens 42. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Howard throwing to start the drive. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll get about 6 here before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Let's go.
Now Howard from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
from the gun. He'll hand this off.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Howard. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Shifts by him. Oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space.
He's on his way. Mark Andrews. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, at these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They'll try again. And this time he's in for a Raven touchdown. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Operating from the gun, Howard. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
17 yards.
Ready?
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Second and 2.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
A big play here. 3rd and 2.
Ready? 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Howard. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's unable to get away. They stop him at the line on 4th and 2. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Real quick.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Well, they were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, Jackson. Right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
First down.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A handoff as they run the counter play. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go now.
Throwing to start the drive. Howard. Now
he's going to step up and run.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36.
Operating from the gun, Howard.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
This is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw. Howard. This will be caught at about the 6. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Looking to throw. Howard. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Ravens, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at